Me, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and anybody that just so happens upon this timeless Fortune Friday tarot reading, please take these messages, flip them, switch them how they resonate, but do not force them to. And so without further ado, let's get it started. All right, let's start with some time hints, even though, yes, this is timeless, technically. You have in March. I'm not going to say that. I probably am going to say it after this, but like you have Aries in your chart somewhere, shape, or form, like because you keep getting the first card that Aries is getting as well. Okay, and I love it that in this case, especially because it's lucky energy. But anyway, in March, something may be happening in your finances. It's giving specifically St. Patrick's Day, March 17th. Okay, so look forward to that day. Something, even if it's not particularly money, something prosperous, something abundant is happening for you on that day. So look out for that. If you were thinking about something literally just now while I was talking, it's probably not that, okay? Think about your second thought. All right, but anyway, who's it? Let's go into the money oracle to see what comes out for you in here. All right, so money message for Sagittarius, please. All right, you have crown, overcoming obstacles, power play, and wealth. Okay, I feel like this has to do with a talent that you have literally or something that you're passionate about that you have literally just started to kind of implement. I feel like people in the past have told you that it could never work. It doesn't make sense. Like, you know, doing something that you love and you're passionate about, it doesn't pay the bills. You know, that sounds familiar. They're wrong. Okay. So anyways, overcoming those obstacles in regard to, you know, kind of beating away those ideas put on you from other people, not listening to other people anymore, and really taking your power back in regards to what gets to happen for you. Really feeling wealthy before you're actually physically, mundanely wealthy. Okay. Definitely on the bottom of the deck, you have sword, money conflicts, cutting through corners, breakthrough. Okay. I feel like before you've decided to come to this aspect of what you're doing, a lot of you felt like you had to cut corners. A lot of you felt like, you know, you may have lost your job. I'm sorry, let me take a sip of water. You might have lost your job. You might have lost a sense of stability that you've had for a long time, and you're just trying to figure out how to get your bearings back. In this case, I feel like a lot of you have gotten tired of feeling this, of feeling like you didn't have enough. So you're taking more of a controlling part in, again, what gets to happen for you. You had a breakthrough. You've had some sort of inspiration because, you know, at the end of the day, you don't want to feel like you're backed into a corner. Like, no, that's not how you intend on living life. All right. So like I said, for a lot of you, and swords also represent inspiration and intuition. So I feel like a lot of you have gotten that urge to get up and do something. And in a lot of circumstances, it involves you putting your crown back on your head. You heard? All right. Let's see what the animal oracle has for you guys. You have the rat here, which is one of the the tidiest, I will say, animals. And they have a bad rap for, you know, just being disgusting. People, you know, not everyone has, I know that people have rats as pets, but not everybody has that kind of a sentiment. But the rats actually remind us of, or put the ideas in our head of decluttering, of minimalism, okay? They remind us that it might be time to do some cleaning, removing both physical and emotional clutter from our lives. Okay, so that really does have to do, like I said, with, you know, those outside words. All right, those hurtful words that people say and project onto you because they don't feel as though they can, you know, do those things themselves, or they're jealous of you before you even start, before you're even big, because they don't have those ideas, those thought processes for themselves. And it's not their fault either. They didn't grow up that way, but that's a whole nother conversation. Anyway, you have the skull here on the bottom of the deck because, like I said, you're putting away those types of mindsets, any type of lack mentality, any type of feeling of, not good enough, or there's no way you can accomplish something. You're feeling that, you're validating that, and then you're taking that and you're being productive with it. You're taking that and seeing it as, wow, I do feel this way. And at the end of the day, it's going to make me more comfortable within myself. I'm going to acknowledge the way that I feel, and I'm going to do something about it so that I don't have to necessarily feel that way anymore. I'm going to prove to myself that, I'm the master of my reality type of situation. Okay. Sagittarius, if this resonates in any way, shape, or form, I'm always happy to help. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you. I really appreciate your whole soul. If you literally just found me and you clicked on this video, welcome and thank you. Let's go ahead and see what the tarot has to say about your pockets, okay? Queen of Wands, we'll take it. All right, on the bottom of the deck, Sagittarius, you do have the Page of Cups in reverse. There's a lot of this type of energy where you are getting rid, actively getting rid of any type of manipulations, any type of misconceptions that you've had throughout your life of what gets to happen for you, any type of feelings, negative feelings that you've been running away from. I feel like subconsciously you're taking the time to explore that right now, and not, just demolish them, because that makes them hide even deeper into the recesses of your mind, and that's a problem that you're going to have to deal with later as well. I feel like you're taking your time combing through how you feel, as you should, validating how you feel and going from there. Okay. If you're not doing that, that might be what you want to do. The Queen of Wands is here for your current financial situation. Some of you are not caring for yourself, or, validating your emotions. Literally, like I just said, you're not being very good friend to yourself. And a lot of us do that. Okay. So don't beat yourself up about that. There are a lot of external factors that tend to distract us from ourselves, distract us from the fact that our emotions, it starts with us first. Okay. I mean that in so many different ways. And I say that in my readings all the time. It starts with your emotional inner garden first. Okay. And that, equates to your wealth. It equates to your spiritual health, your physical health. You can, pass or transcend from a broken heart. You really have to take a look at how you feel about things and kind of go from there. But I feel like, if not before this reading is putting you in a situation where you're just like, wait, okay, how do I feel, about various topics. Once you are able to kind of go into that mindset, you can see where new sources of income are going to come from, because you see, what's not moving for you with this Wheel of Fortune. What don't you feel fortunate about in your life? Okay. What do you feel like is stagnant? Okay. Because you could be doing all the work in the world, but you could still not be seeing the money flow or this, that, and the third. What needs to change? And realize also that if you're doing too much, if you're, exhausting yourself, it's about the path of least resistance. The path of least resistance is not exhausting. All right. So that's one thing, point blank, period. I feel like it's opening your eyes up to that. Okay. And now you have the Page of Pentacles, which is representing opportunities to consider. Once you do all that inner work, you might want to journal it out, because that might be just a lot to take on. But don't, also don't overwhelm yourself. Step by step, you grow and things start to change. Okay. And this is also a representation of that. The opportunities will start to gradually flood in as you gradually take more action to making sure that you're okay, making sure that you're good spiritually, emotionally, and, foundationally, the money will end up coming once you take those little baby steps, once you find these different keys within yourself. Okay. The Four of Cups is benefits of these things. You might actually come into, getting random checks in the mail, things that you, or come into, emotions or situations within yourself that you didn't even realize that you were upset about. You didn't, or finding strengths within you, latent abilities that you didn't even realize that you had, creative talents, like all those types of things. And because you weren't paying attention to yourself before, you didn't see, with the Four of Cups here, you didn't see that you were capable of so much more than you were doing. And so much more, to the point where it's again, you're not exhausted. It's not more to the point like, oh my God, I have to do all this other work. No, it's actually easier this way, a way that you were ignoring, not on purpose, but ignoring. On the for your potential outcome, you're going to feel so much better with the Judgment card here. You're going to there's going to be evidence of this being a better way of thinking, of going about your day-to-day. All right, you're going to feel more confident in your decisions and not second guess yourself so much if you've been doing that, okay? But Sagittarius, if this resonates in any way, shape, or form, like again, I say, like this video, comment down below. It really helps me to gauge whether or not you guys are able to gain value from the content that I provide. So I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to take advantage of the 50% off in my shop. It is linked in the description below. I put that there to help you along your spiritual journey. So if it helps, I'm so happy about that. The discount is applied at checkout. So, you know, take a gander. And now that you have liked and or commented on this video, thank you. And we're going to go ahead and take a gander at this Queen of Wands in reverse here for your current financial situation. The Queen of Wands is here because of the Page of Wands in reverse, as well as the Four of Swords in reverse. All right, so it's time, point blank period right now, it's time for you to get up and take action in regard to what you weren't taking action in before. You were ignoring, it says over here, you're ignoring certain self-care routines. You're ignoring the fact that you're a beautiful person. I really feel that deep in here. That was just a random thought, but you're not taking your skin or your assets into consideration for anything. For some of you, you could be models. Like, I don't there are certain obvious talents that other people see, and that's why they get jealous, but you don't see them. You think you have to go the way that everybody else has gone in life, or everyone surrounded by you has gone, and no, that's not your journey. So you don't be a follower. You're not a follower, you're a fire sign. Like, we don't do that. The Wheel of Fortune is here. The Wheel of Fortune is here in reverse for you, Sagittarius, because of the Ten of Swords as well as the Empress. Yes, nurture yourself. Put an end to the things that are not working for you, even if it hurts, even if you're unsure, even if you're scared. It's okay to feel that way. It's like change is not something that's necessarily easy. It's not something that's easy in general or easy to grasp, but like, it's just different. People fear change, and it's okay to feel that way. Okay, it's also okay to know and gradually, step by step, be like, I can do this. The first time you made a meal for your family, were you a master chef? I don't think so. The first time you took a driving lesson, were you a master at that? No. Things can't change for the better if you are not receptive of that type of energy. If you don't give yourself that grace, if you're not, okay, sweetie, to yourself, if you don't say, okay, sweetie, to yourself, we got this. All right, we'll learn, we'll grow as we learn, type of situation. And that'll start the movement that you feel is not there right now. Okay, the Page of Pentacles has to do with the Chariot in reverse as well as the Devil card in reverse. All right, so like I said, you taking the time to find these keys within yourself, these opportunities that have been lying dormant. Okay, again, there are things that are not moving. There are things that are not, just waiting for you to find them. And once you find them, the Devil card is here in reverse. Like, you can start moving, you can start healing, you can start growing. All right, it's like you're changing your intent from one of fear to one of love to one of, you know, nurturing, growing. Like your intent is changing, and that makes all the difference in the world. Okay, the Four of Cups is here for benefits for you, Sagittarius, because of the Queen of Cups in reverse, as well as the Nine of Swords. All right, so like I said, you getting up and, well, actually the latent talents come from, definitely come from, oh wow, things that other people have suppressed. So if you can remember back, Sagittarius, you wanting to do something for the longest and you finally sharing it with somebody and they cut you down, they made you feel anxious about your decision or what you wanted to do. They made you feel like your ideas weren't worth anything. And then you decided, you know, that maybe that's not the way, like you got in your head about it and you put them to the side, aka you started like ignoring them. Those are actually the things that are going to help you move forward. You need to go back to those times and pick that thing back up, because when that person told you that you were not capable of achieving that, or, you know, what your idea didn't make sense, they were all the way 1000% incorrect. Okay? The Judgment card is here for your potential outcome, Sagittarius, because of the Four of Wands winning and the Magician in reverse. Okay, so it's like you have so much. Okay, what is going to help you build your confidence and your decision-making capabilities is literally, it's like, if any of you watch like Dragon Ball Z or anything, you know, and there were like these 7 Dragon Balls that they had to go around the earth collecting, and then they could make a wish that would clearly come into manifestation. It's like you have to gather the keys. You have to gather the Dragon Balls. You have to gather those things step by step, little by little within yourself to be able to unlock that which is locked at the moment, which is the Magician, with it, which is manifestation, which is your power to create and attract things into your reality. Okay, step by step, little by little. Don't try to rush it. Take your time. At the bottom of the deck, the Page of Cups in reverse is clarified by the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so this is subconsciously how you're feeling right now. You're feeling like, you know, there's something that needs to be healed. There's something that within you that you feel inadequate, that you don't feel like you have talent enough to get to the 10 of Pentacles. It's like you're talking yourself out of it before you begin. But, you know, just listen to this reading again if you need to. That is not true. Okay, what's on the bottom of this too? The 10 of Wands, and like that is an exhausting mindset to have. You know, that limiting belief, you got to keep that up. It's easy to think, you know, that things just come to you. That's ease. That's a mindset of ease. So if you're able to gradually adopt those kind of things and make yourself realize that, oh snap, that worked out for me, and acknowledge those things as they come, you'll be completely fine, Sagittarius. All right. So if that resonated in any way, shape, or form, definitely take a gander at your weekly Wednesday video that will pop up on the screen, where I was talking about things moving in your favor anyway. Okay, you are a living inspiration, so don't let anybody knock you down. All right, Sagittarius, I will see you guys next time. Toodles.